I'm at Martin Luther King Boulevard in Dallas, Texas. Some time ago, I went to Grand Prairie, Texas, and I did a video about VFW, the Joe Begos horror movie about the veterans that were trapped in a bar, in a VFW bar, as some crazy drug-addled crazoids broke into the bar and they had to fight across the street. I told you that the inside of the VFW was filmed at the VFW in Grand Prairie, VFW 2194. I said at the time that I would come and make a video about the outside, because the inside and the outside weren't the same. So, I'm in Dallas now, and we're going to look at the outside, what was used to film for VFW. So we're gonna start right here. Now, what I'm fixing to show you was abandoned, but it looks like it's not now, because this looks like they're building onto it. This was a theater, the Forest Theater here. Well, they got this thing all ripped down and they're working on this thing big time, see? This is what they used for the theater where all of the crazy drug-addled gang was in. They filmed it inside this theater. Now, when the girl, and mind you, there will be spoilers, when the main girl steals the drugs and runs out the back of the theater, they kind of made the back of the theater look like the front of a theater. They put movie posters on the wall and everything else, but it was actually behind this building. So at the time they shot it, this building was basically abandoned, but as you can see, in 2025, they look like they're tearing this thing down and building it up in places and all kinds of stuff. So we're gonna turn on the highway here. Boy, they got this thing gutted, man. This is where they shot it, okay? And it didn't look like this at the time. They got these walls stripped down and everything else, man. Look, I told you, they're gutting this place. It looks like they're trying to really bring it back from the dead. So what happened was is she came running out the back. Let's see if I can show you thereabouts. They had that door back there. She came running across the street. Now the VFW that they used was right there, because if you look at the movie, you see that wrought iron fence. That wrought iron fence is in the movie, but the building that they used for the outside of the bar is gone. Okay, the last time I came down here it wasn't, but all the stuff there, that building, they must have tore that puppy down, because these trailers and all that stuff are standing where that building was, but this is still the same wrought iron fence. But Stephen Lang picks up Fred Williamson and they come in and they drive in this parking lot. It was here. This parking lot was here. They came, you see the edge of the fence where these guys are sitting there around this truck and stuff? You can see how that gate goes like this, where it goes back. It was open. The truck came right in here. It came right to where these trailers are, because like I said, that building is gone. And William Sadler got out of the back of the truck, and they all went in the bar and stuff like that. So this is where it was. And like I said, they're ripping the hell out of this place. Because there was a house across the street that you can see in the film. Looks to me like the house is gone. You see this here? Man, they done flattened everything back in there. Yeah, that house is gone and everything else. So, the only thing really standing left, it looks like, is the theater. But they had the perfect setup, you know. Everything was abandoned, so they must have got the whole set for cheap. And it was a location movie. It took place pretty much all here. I mean, like I told you, they filmed the inside of it in Grand Prairie, but the whole thing about being in the theater and running across the street and going into the outside of the bar, that was all this little spot. So Joe Begos didn't have a lot, the director, he apparently didn't have a lot to work with, you know, as far as space goes. But if you go back in and you watch the movie, you'll never be able to tell that. Because for the space he had, he sure made a hell of a film. So, we'll go back. I'm going to go back this street here. If I can, because it says road closed. You gonna let me back in there at all? Is this one way? Ah, it's double way. Okay. Yeah, all of it's gone, man. Look at it. There was a house standing there. Seriously, there ain't nothing but dirt right there, Jack. Look at that. A little pile of rubble right there is all that's left of that house, man. You go back in and watch the movie, you can see all of it. A trip. Anyway, this is where they shot it. You take that other video that I showed you with the VFW. This is where they shot the rest of it. And the only thing, that is a trip, dude. That building that they had, that they used for the outside of the VFW, and they even put the VFW flag on top of it and everything else. The only remnant of it that's left is right there. God, that's a trip, dude. Anyway, just wanted to show you, like I promised, I came down here to get the rest of it. I thank you very much for coming down here with me. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. Please like this video. Please support the channel. Y'all take care, and I'll see you on the next one.